5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello everyone! We're moving now to Lesson 3, Active and Passive Voice. In our lesson today, we are expected to A. Define active and passive voice. B. Determine active and passive sentences. First, let us review your knowledge of the subject, verb, and object. Subject, verb, and object. Subject is a person, place, or thing being discussed or described in a sentence. Example: Anna received a flower. Anna is the subject. Verb is the action being performed by the subject. Example: Anna received a flower. Received is the verb. Object is a person or thing that receives the action of the verb. Example: Anna received a flower. Flower is the object. Voice of the verb tells whether the subject of the sentence performs or receives the action. Two voices of verb, active and passive voice. Active voice, the subject in the sentence performs the action. Example: Rio delivered his order. Rio, the subject, performs the verb delivered. They are preparing a party. They, the subject, is performing the verb are preparing. The students will answer the modules. The students, the subject, is performing the verb will answer. Now let's have passive voice. The subject receives the action expressed by the verb. Example: His order was delivered by Rio. His order, the subject, is receiving the verb was delivered. A party is being prepared by them. A party, the subject, is receiving the verb is being prepared. The modules will be answered by the students. The modules, the subject, is receiving the verb will be answered. Now let's see how do we actually form the tenses of verbs for active and passive voice. Now let's review.
Active versus passive voice.
Active, passive.
What is voice?
Voice refers to the who or what that is doing the verb's action in a sentence.
Active voice
Means that the subject is doing the action. Therefore, there's an active subject.
Passive voice
Means the subject is receiving the action. Therefore, this is the passive subject.
So, to figure out whether a sentence is active or passive voice, look at the subject. Is the subject performing the action, active, or receiving the action, passive?
An example, the boy plays the piano.
Boy equals subject, plays equals verb, the boy is doing the action, therefore the boy is the active subject. Because the boy is the active subject,
Then this sentence is written in the active voice. The piano is played by the girl.
piano equals subject, is played equals verb, the piano is receiving or not doing the action, therefore the piano is the passive subject. Because the piano is the passive subject,
Then this sentence is written in the passive voice.